What is a graven image? A graven image is a carved idol or any representation of God used as an object of worship. Now, that being said, do you believe we worship or pay homage to idols? This is the second commandment, so I think our answer is pretty important. And the answer is, of course we do. Think about this. We've already desecrated the fourth commandment by changing the Sabbath. If you look at the 10 commandments, you'll notice the first 4 pertain to our relationship with the Most High, and the next 6 deal with our relationship to each other. This is very important, and today I feel we should address it. Most truthers and many more in the research community feel the United States is the daughter of Babylon. So it stands to reason why all of our systems, including science, politics, religion, and our system of capitalism, go against everything the Most High taught. And that's true, but it goes much deeper. First off, the Most High was only talking to and teaching His people, not the entire world. So the entire world wasn't being asked to keep the commandments or the Most High's laws and statutes, just the Hebrews. Secondly, there's a group of people the Most High hates, as witnessed in Romans 9 and 13. This hatred is more about Esau's nature than anything else. Remember, Esau is Jacob's brother. And remember, Jacob is the progenitor of the 12 tribes, or the Hebrews. So if the Most High hates Esau but loves Jacob, Esau is going to do anything in his power to cause Jacob and Jacob's people to fall. You see, Esau had this whimsical, devil-may-care attitude, as witnessed when he sold his birthright for a bowl of stew. Also, Esau was rebellious and married many women outside the nation, which was forbidden. But this makes Esau against anything the Most High set forth, which is why his people were supposed to be set apart. So the Most High's disdain for Esau stems from Esau's rebellious spirit and evil ways. Before millennia, Esau has waged war against Jacob and has even joined forces with the heathen to destroy Jacob's seed. This is Jacob's troubles. But this Babylonian system doesn't just involve the United States. Remember, this is a system, not a country or a particular continent. And this system is ran by Esau, who has tricked or beguiled the heathen nations through his pseudoscience and religion to crucify Jacob's seed. Yet, one of his biggest tricks to date is one of extreme importance if our plan is to get out of Babylon. His trick, that is, the removal of the Most High and replacing him with an antichrist or false god. Not only did he give this created God a false image, Esau actually created a false name. Now, black people tend to get really triggered when you attempt to debase the name Jesus. And I get it. It's been beat into our heads for the better part of 400 years. So there's a certain fear when attacking this topic. The same way as a child, they frighten you into believing in Santa, remember? Jesus is simply the adult version of Santa. Unless you believe that Jesus died for your sins, you're headed to hell. It's that simple. Listen, even when you explain that there was no sound that made the letter J and no J during the times of Yeshua, people don't care. They're locked in. To truly understand Esau's strategy, you have to look at the Proto-Indo-European languages and the occult changes done by John Dee during the 14th century, or the great vowel shift that took place between the 14th and 18th century. The great vowel shift has influenced all dialects of English, changing the pronunciation of all Middle English long vowels. This has a huge influence on the so-called transliteration of the name Yeshua. John Dee, an occultist and creator of Enochian magic, spoke and wrote a language he called angelic, a language that he used to speak to the angels, fallen angels, of course. John Dee, it should be noted, is an Englishman. And that's important when dealing with the name England and the language, as England comes to us from the word Anglo, which is a demonym of the word Anglia, and is where we get the word angel, which has no basis in the original languages of the Hebrew and Aramaic. It is a stolen Greek or Proto-Indo-European word. I say all of this to say, trusting the English language to render to you the correct name of the Most High Son is risky at best and ignorant at worst. His name is not, nor ever will be, Jesus. You can't say it doesn't matter. Well, you can, but ask yourself, why? Why doesn't it matter? I hear people say all the time, Jesus answers prayers. You don't think Satan answers prayers? Knowing he would do anything to get you to continue worshiping him. Just think about that. No letter J. The transliteration is not correct. And the name Jesus was not used in the original King James Version. There's many more evidences, but just those add up to deception and corruption. His name is and always has been Yeshua. Now, how about his physical attributes? And before you say it doesn't matter, shut up. That's just your Stockholm syndrome kicking in. If you ever worshiped, prayed to, or otherwise been around this image and had no issue with it, shut up. Though it is true, we don't have an eyewitness description of what Yeshua looked like, at least that we know of. Ain't no telling what the Vatican's holding and hiding. But we do have accounts from the Bible. Hair like wool looks nothing like nothing like this. I don't care how you try to justify or fix it. We know Yeshua walked the earth and was human. He had to look like something. Feet like burned bronze will never, ever look European. I'm not trying to tell you what Yeshua looked like. Not at all. I'm trying to show you what he didn't look like. He didn't look like this. The Bible even proves he didn't look like this. History and people movement proves he didn't look like this. There were two types of Europeans in that area during Yeshua's time: the Greeks and the Romans. Yeshua was neither Greek nor Roman, so it is impossible for him to have looked European. This is very important because my claim is that Esau has the world worshiping the Antichrist. First, they turned Yeshua into an icon or idol. Then they changed his representation as it's stated in the Bible. Then they changed his name. If your claim is that none of this matters, not just me, but the Bible begs to differ. The first 4 commandments in the Bible are about the Most High, as stated. One, thou shalt have no other God before me. Esau has attacked this by inserting Jesus into that role. And there was a polemic, a big argument that lasted 1,000 years about Jesus being God. Obviously, Esau won. Number 2, thou shalt not make any graven images. Obviously, we've blown this in so many ways. Using the Most High's name in vain means using the Most High's name in emptiness. Swearing to God is swearing to Satan. Using the Most High's name in vain is mostly done by your pastors. Another one we've blown. And the 4th one is remembering the Sabbath. How's that working out? So basically, we are 0 for 4. Seriously, we don't even realize it, but we've failed miserably on all 4 of these commandments. And it's because we won't read. And we never investigate anything. We allow them to give us tradition over laws. Things like Easter and Christmas are demon worship. We're into astrology, magic, and even people worship. Whether it be Beyonce, Tupac, Brad Pitt, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. It's all people worship. But this is Babylon, and it's a system. And this system is running deep into our psyche, deep into our beliefs and mores. Esau has the whole world in wonderment, chasing the beast. Look at it this way. No matter how nice of a person you are, if you're worshiping Satan, it's all for naught. Seriously, we've screwed up the first 4 commandments that deal with the Most High. So we know the other 6 are futile. If you're not doing the first 4 correctly, the other 6 are basically irrelevant. How can you even think you're holding fast to them? When we have the first 4, the next 6 is a natural. That's the way it works. Following the commandments means ownership of the Most High. It is a mark, the mark of the Most High. And it means you belong to Him. But if you're not following the commandments, that's a mark also. And it means you belong to someone else. And I think we all know who that someone else is. Now, I'm not here to scare you or belittle you. I just want you to start thinking with your own mind. Look at the first 4 commandments again. Are you following them the way the Most High intended? Or the way this system spelled it out for you? Because again, without the first 4, the other 6 is useless. But with the first 4, the other 6 become natural. You can't love the Most High and hate your brother. And don't be afraid to admit that maybe you've been deceived. You can never get to truth if you're still holding on to a lie. Peace.